this is the Nintendo Switch. And this is the Nintendo Switch 2. Now really, what is the difference? Besides the way the Joy-Cons attach. Let's find out. I don't know the difference. Tell me now. Yoshi, don't ruin the skit. This is a skit? Yes. That wasn't one of your lines. Oh. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, it's a comparison between the Switch. This is the OLED model. And the Switch 2, the base model. If you're watching this in a few years, there'll probably be a couple other models out, like a Switch 2 OLED, because the screen is actually LCD, even though it looks OLED. Yeah, comparison time. Okay, so as you saw, probably in the title and as the opening with Yoshi coming in, this is the Stuffies are going to be helping me with this. Only the Stuffies in the Danny files, because I do not want to put, have a million Stuffies saying a bunch of random things. So, into our first categories, which is the Joy-Cons. Okay, first we're going to compare the right Joy-Con of the Switch 2 to the right Joy-Con of the Switch 1. And now, they're Joy-Cons, right? What the heck is that Joy-Con? Mario? This, why? This is a Joy-Con. Actually, no, this is a Joy-Con too. Let me get the Joy-Con one. This is a Joy-Con. And you know what Joy-Cons are for? What the? Ow. Ow. Starting with the way they attach. Yay! Okay, so you have the screen, and on the Switch 1, they just slide and click. And then on the Switch 2, magnet. Now they're firmly attached. You can obviously pull them off without the release button, but still, don't do that if you have one. That can hurt the Joy-Cons. Press the release button on the back, take them off, and it's both the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. Okay, so we just covered the right Joy-Con, and I still don't know what the Joy-Cons are. You don't know what the Joy-Cons are, Mario? Yes, sir. Drop kick. Okay, so with that over with, no. Okay, if one more Stuffy comes in here, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm just over here trying to do a tech comparison, and then these Stuffies come in and they're like, what the heck did this mean? Left Joy-Con 2. That's a Joy-Con 2. Left Joy-Con 1. Size difference. And right now, let me show you a little Easter egg. So if you didn't know, you can use the Joy-Con 1s on the Switch 2. What's the difference between Switch 2 and Switch 1? That's what this video is about, Yoshi. Give me that nose. Okay. There we go. That conflict solved. So if we power it on, get past the lock screen. And now I'm gonna detach the left Joy-Con on this. Go to controllers. Detach the right Joy-Con on the Switch 1. change grip order, sync the right Joy-Con on the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 like this. Boom, it's paired, see? Now, turn on the left Joy-Con. See how it says that there's a pair? What is this monstrosity? Who wants to play any video game with these two different size controllers? Like, I don't know if I could, but it works all right. It works. Alright, now that we're past the Joy-Con section, I can show you the actual screen. Fred, what are you doing here? Screen. What the heck is a screen? Screen. No, stand up, Fred. You need to know this. Don't faint. No, don't faint on me. Screen. Screen. Let me explain. So, on the Switch 2, I'm surprised the Stuffies still don't know what Switch 2 is. But can you guess what quality this is? Now this is a 1080p screen in handheld mode. Now if we put the Nintendo Switch screen right next to it, now you can't really see a difference. You have to look pretty closely. But this is what the Switch 1 looks like. Take a good close look. Now this is what the Switch 2 looks like. Take a good close look. Very different. 1080, 720. Now, sometimes the qualities will end up dropping because the games won't run that well. This mostly happens on the Switch 1, not on the Switch 2. But, yeah. And whatever you do, don't try this. It doesn't work. You cannot attach Switch 2 to Switch 1 or Switch 1 to Switch 2, even though it looks like it's possible. It's not. Dang, this recording's been going for 5 minutes. Okay. So, now we're gonna get into the story of frame rates. Let me just, find a good game to... So you see, this little bubble right there. That animation works by changing the picture 60 times a second. So that way, it'll move. Now if I start a game on here, just gonna launch up Mario Wonder. Get for the selection screen. So now it knows that my account is playing. So now that picture right there, the little bubble, is changing 120 times every second. That is what's known as FPS, or first person shooter. No, what the heck? Frames per second. Yeah! Oh wait, and all of the stuff is on this side. Well, anyway, so yeah, the screen on so there's two different models of the Nintendo Switch. This is the Switch OLED, or OLED, however you blah, 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 blah. So it is an OLED screen. But there's another Switch model. There's the Switch Lite, and then there's also the original Switch, which is both of them are LCD screens. OLED is a better quality than LCD. Now, what quality? I mean, what do you think that this is, LCD or OLED? I'll even put the OLED model under it. It looks OLED, right? I mean, right? No, it's LCD. This is an LCD screen. But that's because it supports HDR, which lets it display brighter colors and also darker colors. Meaning that, like, let me show you, let me find an example on here. So, like, if I zoom in on this game icon, and then I do the exact same on the Switch 1, oops. They look the same, right? Actually, the bottom screen looks better, the LCD one. Well, that's just how HDR works. Now I can finally finish this almost 9-minute piece of camera recording. Because I need to put more skit in here. Alright, that's your basic tech overview of the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. You actually learned more. No, I'm actually surprised. I just said a random number. I could have said Switch 7. Why'd you let go of me? Now I can't balance. Okay, so that way I can do this. You should get in here. Yes, sir. What does FPS stand for? Seconds per frame. No, what the... Fred, what is the max resolution the Switch 2 and the Switch 1 can display? 1. How about you, Danny? Danny, let's push not. Fine. How about you, Danny? Let me think. How do the Switch 1 Joy-Cons attach or detach? Magnets or sliding? I'm literally showing it to you and you can see it through the camera. I don't know the difference. In fact, I don't even know which one is the Switch 1 and Switch 2. Look on the back. You're not showing me the back. That's a good point. There's the back. So that's the Switch 2. They look like they're sliding on. What? This is the Switch 1. Magnets. How? Alright, last question to me. Can you actually get something right? Now, I haven't told the audience this because I'm not doing a dock comparisons. I'm not going to set up the Switch 1 dock again. What is the max resolution the Switch 2 can display in docked mode? In fact, I'm going to launch up how you can see it. If I go into System Settings, I go to Display, TV Resolution. See? Look at your different options. Look at your different options. 720, 1080, 1440, and 2160. Which one do you think doesn't work? I mean, the only one that's lit up is automatic. That's because I'm not docked. Oh, okay. I think it's 720. No. How come every Stuffy is wrong? You guys are supposed to learn something from this. I didn't know. Joy-Con. Conjoy. Joystick. Stick joy. What? Detach button. The button detaches when you press it. What? Okay, you're kind of right, since the button does detach when you press it, but still. What do you mean, Tinley? That makes no logical sense. Please explain. No. Okay. Well, then here's the deal. You are the Switch 2 screen. I'm going to attach the Joy-Cons to you. Okay. Switch 2 tech comparison skit complete. All of this is actual fact information. And that was nothing. We are done with the skit. What is, okay, so, sum it up. Switch 2, oops, that's wrong. Switch 2, Switch 1, done. That's the video. Good. After all, no Stuffies Switch 2s were harmed in the making of this video. Even in that one scene where I had to attach the Switch 2 Joy-Cons to Tinley, there's a reason she's a soft surface. And that bang was Tinley, well, I don't know what that bang was.